I am Miss Mary from the Glassboro Branch Library, and thank you for joining me for our STEM is Fun activity. So today we are actually going to build a kaleidoscope together. Let's talk about supplies. First, you're going to need toilet paper roll. You're going to need some tape. You're going to need a straw. You're going to need a ruler. If you don't have a ruler in your house, you can actually print one out, which is what I've done here. You're going to need some tin foil. And you're going to need some construction paper or cardstock paper. If you don't have that, you can kind of make this work by taping two normal pieces of paper together. It's just easiest with construction paper. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is, using our ruler, I want you to go ahead and measure out 1.5 inches on your construction paper 3 times. So you're going to make a mark at 1.5 inches, at 3 inches, and at 4.5 inches. And then you're going to do the same thing on the bottom of your piece of paper. So we're marking at 1.5 inches, at 3 inches, and at 4.5 inches. Okay, then using your ruler, go ahead and make sure you've got very good and straight lines to connect these two marks. Okay, so your piece of paper should look something like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut out the very last, the 3rd line. You're not going to cut the other 2 lines. So please, please, please do not cut those, okay? What you're going to do is actually fold along these 2 lines. So you're going to fold the piece of paper in along the lines, like you're folding a letter that's going to go in an envelope. So you want to keep it as sharp and precise as you can to make a perfect little triangle. Now you're going to notice that this is a little long for your tube. So you need to cut that down a little bit. Your tube, go ahead and measure it. Most of them are 4 inches, which this one is. So I'm going to measure out 4 inches on my little triangle here. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a snip. Perfect. You can fold this again if it didn't quite work out perfectly the first time. I'm noticing mine was a little bit off, so I'm going to fix that. There we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and test this inside the toilet paper roll. Make sure it fits. You want it to be snug, but not squished. So, there it goes. Perfect little triangle. Now, you are going to need to make some tape donuts. What are tape donuts? Tape donuts are when you take a little piece of tape and just roll this up so that you end up with it sticky on all sides. You're going to need at least 6 of these. 8 is actually better. And you're going to put them on the top and bottom of your piece of paper, just like this. So you've got one at each top and one at each bottom of your 3 columns here. Now, if you have the extra tape, might as well go ahead and put it in the middle too, just to make it really extra secure. So it looks like that. Okay, now you're going to use your tin foil. Now make sure you're using the shiny side. We want this to be as mirror-like as possible, so the dull side will not work. Shiny side. Go ahead and place that down and smooth it down as smooth as you can. I know it's tough because it's tin foil, but try to avoid crinkling it. And then use your scissors to just go ahead and cut away the extra. Okay, so now you should have one shiny side and one just normal side. And you're going to fold your piece of paper so that the shiny side is on the inside of the triangle. It might be a little hard to see, and when you're folding it, don't be afraid to reopen it up and make sure it's all nice and smoothed down on the inside. So it should look like that. Okay, and then we're going to tape that down, keep it nice and secure. Want this to reflect on the inside. There we go. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't love the way this toilet paper roll looked. It's kind of boring. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it with some construction paper. You can do this if you'd like, or you can maybe color it in with some markers or some paints. But, I mean, if you're going to be using this really cool kaleidoscope, we might as well make it look pretty cool, right? So, there we go. Now that I've gone and added a little extra fun flair to this. And then go ahead and place your paper triangle with your tinfoil inside your toilet paper roll. Should slide in nice and easy. Perfect. Okay, so here comes kind of the art step of our next STEM project. So what you need to do is cut out a 2-inch diameter circle. Now, if you make it more than 2 inches, that's okay, but you do need to make it at least 2 inches. So I've gone ahead and cut one out already. Now, if like me, you don't have a hole puncher at home, that's okay. You're going to need to punch a hole in the middle. So we will fold our triangle in half, and we will fold it into quarters, and then just trim off this little edge here. And when you open it up, you will have a perfect hole just in the center. All right, so now we're on the home stretch. You want to place your spinning wheel on your straw with the long side of the straw facing the colorful, beautiful artwork that you have done. Really be creative with this artwork. You can't go too crazy or wild. You want it to look amazing so that when you spin it, it really looks like something absolutely fabulous. Okay, use the bendy part of your straw to keep this nice and secured on so that it still can move, but it's not going to fall off. And then go ahead and tape your straw to your toilet paper roll. There we go. If your straw's a little long, you can always trim it. That's totally fine. I'm going to end up trimming mine here. See, a little bit of extra, just trim that right off. Okay, so you should have your triangle inside with the mirrored surface from your tinfoil reflecting. You're going to have your tube, your toilet paper tube to keep it all safe. And you're going to have a spinning, colorful, beautiful wheel here on the end. I'm going to see if I can't show this to you. It does work best if there is light behind it. I hope you had fun. I hope you made your own kaleidoscope. They are really cool. And I will see you again. Bye-bye.